You forgot something.
What did I forgot?
The cream.
Oh, I didn't forget. It just ain't here yet. So I'll tell you what. This is one of my favorite spring, summer, and fall desserts. It was my dad, well, still is one of my dad's favorites. And interestingly enough, my dad worked for Nabisco, so we always made it with real Nilla Wafers, which we will continue that tradition of. They are the best. But every time my kids see me buy these at the store, they're like, are we having banana pudding? And yes, we are having banana pudding. So let's start with the important part. It's the pudding. And this is a cold banana pudding. There's two types. There's a baked banana pudding and a really quick banana pudding. And this one is the quickest and the easiest. Now, I like a lot of banana flavor, so I use the banana cream flavored pudding. If you don't, you can use vanilla. My mom would also often do mixing the vanilla and the banana cream in different layers, but I actually loved Sonic Drive-In banana cream, but you can't find that anymore, at least not at my Walmart. So anyways, let's get started on this. So Jaden, do you want to do some stirring? Let's do 2 boxes. 4 big cups of milk. And just make according to the package, no matter which type of pudding you get. But this is literally a 10-minute dessert. You can make this in 10 or 15 minutes.
Daddy, giant.
And have a dessert for an army. So here, hold this. I'm going to pour this in, you pour that in. And the kids can help. So anything that's so uncomplicated that the kids can help with, I love to do. So we doubled this recipe. So because of that, it was 2 cups in a packet. We're going to do 4 cups in 2 packets. Oh yeah, let's get that down here in the corner. You know what, a little extra pudding. We probably won't need this much, but I'm going to just go ahead and do 2 more cups into there.
Can I pour it in that time?
Oh yeah, pour that in there. Let's just do a 3rd box, just in case. I don't think we'll need this much, but they'll eat the leftover pudding later.
Can I do another one?
Pour it in there.
Okay, it's done.
Now we have 2 minutes of mixing. You're going to love this part, Jaden. So we're going to turn this on. Turn this on kind of high. Turn it up a few more. Let's turn it right here. Now just move this around for 2 minutes. Let me set you a timer.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Probably one of my favorite parts as a kid too. I'll never forget holding the pudding bowl and just nostalgic. Love that I'm getting to have these moments with my kids that I grew up doing. So I'll admit, I'm kind of the impulse buyer in our family, which isn't always a bad thing because every once in a while it actually works out. By the way, a special thank you to Quince for sponsoring today's video. Quince is one of those brands where everything feels really premium, but is still practical for everyday use. So this was the haul that Whitney found on my front porch today. A French press for my morning coffee, and I'm a sucker for measuring cups. So you know that I was going to love these. And then I saw these steak knives, super clean, super sharp, and I really love anything with a little bit of Damascus. It just stands out. It's the little things for me. I don't know. So with the new knives, a Damascus knife block to keep everything together all in one place. Some excuse to buy it, but I love it. It's beautiful. And last but not least, these bacon dishes. They're really high quality, and it's honestly the whole reason that I went there in the first place. But that's what I love about Quince. High quality essentials that fit into your everyday life. And they've got everything from 100% Mongolian cashmere and organic cotton bedding to kitchen essentials, cookware, even leather goods. So it really is a one-stop spot for all of it. If you like premium products at practical prices, Quince is absolutely worth checking out. They also offer 365-day free shipping and returns. Just click the link below, head to Quince, and see what they have that you need. So I went to the store, and this is one of the things that makes making banana pudding so easy if you want it to look like a little bit of a presentation piece. Now, if you're making this in like a big aluminum pan for a church gathering and you're just making a 3 or 4 layer one, that really doesn't matter. But if you're making it into something glass that's going to be a bit of a presentation piece, this helps so much. But I got the wrong bags at the store and didn't even notice. I like the ones that are just a single bag at a single line at the bottom, a single seam, not the ones that open up. And I'll show you why here in just a minute. But instead of letting it set in the bowl, I will pour this into a big gallon bag. Jaden, I think I should have you holding the bag and me pouring, but we'll just do it this way, okay? Worked better than I suspected. Wasn't ready for that. Okay. Spilled less than I thought you would.
I'm cleaning up, Daddy, by licking it. And heat this up.
Well, it does look like we got a little out of hand. So, again, I have the wrong Ziploc bags, but I do the same thing with my whipped cream. This is the frozen whipped cream, and it just has a little more stabilizers than making. You can absolutely make your own whipped cream, but this tends to stay a little bit more stable over long term. You hold the bag, and I'll put it in.
And then the other one at my turn?
I don't know. You might have done a better job than I. This is not the... Okay, I didn't do bad either. Now, some folks mix this in with the pudding, and you absolutely can. Lots of different ways here. I personally like to layer it separately because I like the look of different layers. Hold on, let me do this one, buddy.
That the phone come out. Can I eat it?
No, we're going to use it for this. We're going to do it. Hold me open like this. Careful, bud. This one's going to fall. Easy, bud. Don't put your... It's a good thing only our family is eating this. There's no telling how many little hands. Of course, we probably did the same thing growing up, but there's no telling how many little hands make it into a dessert before I finish it. This one ain't going to the church social, so we'll be all right. Okay. Now, Jaden, I'm going to give you this. There's your big bowl. Yes. And then I'm going to get me some bananas. Ripe bananas are better. They don't look as beautiful. But if you surround them in pudding, I found they last a little bit longer around the edges. So, I like to start layer of crackers straight on the bottom. I'm going to do these first couple layers, Jaden. I'm going to find a way to get you taller. Let me see if I can get you a stool. So what we're going to do, Jaden, is we're going to lay these on the bottom in a flat way all the way around.
Okay.
All the way around, yep, in your bowl. You're doing good. Put them all the way around. Now we've got our pudding, and typically, if I wasn't an idiot, this would be a clean corner that I could just take a clean cut off of. But because it's not a clean corner, I'm going to have to experiment for just a half a second here. I love when I go to teach people a hack, and my hack doesn't work because I didn't get the right stuff for my hack. But if you get the right bags, this is a great hack for your pudding because you can, and this will come out a little bit faster because the way it is, it'll be in two, because you can just evenly go around like a piping bag. Instead, this is a double. Hold on, we're going to smooth it with a spoon. Bend the spoon a little bit there. Go all the way around. Now.
You broke the spoon.
No, I just bend it a little bit, and we'll bend it back before Mom sees it. Now, you're going to go around the outside, and you're going to get round ones this time. Don't get any broken ones. And stand them up just like this. That'll hold them up. See? Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Ding. Wait, Daddy, can that be your side and that be my side?
Well, you can go all the way around. And I am going to get a banana.
2 doubles at a time. So I don't...
Okay, now I'm going to go inside of you, and I'm going to put bananas all down this layer. So this was a dessert that, of course, my dad loved. It was one of his, still is one of his favorites. But it was always super easy. And a lot of different people I know made it growing up. My mom made it. She made a good one. If it was ever at church, it didn't matter which of those little old ladies at church made it. It was always a killer. And to me, it was like the height of a southern dessert. As a matter of fact, a lot of restaurants around here serve it. And when we just went to South Carolina to see my grandmother the other week, I stopped at Little Pig's Barbecue. And they're like, we have banana pudding today. Do you want it? Of course I do. So it's a southern staple since I was a kid. But even still today, this one right here brings back sitting on the back porch, sitting on the front porch kind of memories of a relaxing,
I kind of remember
good weather afternoon. Yeah. Yes, we made it last year. You helped me make it last year.
Doing this.
You're building memories that you'll be telling your kids about one day.
I'm not going to get married.
Oh, you're not? Well, then you won't be telling your kids about it one day. Okay, we got a good pile of bananas in there. And now it's time for a layer of the whipped cream.
A giant whipped cream.
I'm tempted. I know that this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. Now I'm going to try to keep that pinched closed, but this will give me just one hole, which sounds like a better idea.
It looks like a little.
Move that around with my little spoon. Still a little bit chilly, so it stayed a little thicker than it normally would. The idea here, and one of the reasons that I stand up those crackers, is it gives me a little bit of a height reference from side to side across the bowl, because if not, you can't really tell how tall you are. But if you do it this way, if you're kind of an even height all the way around the crackers, you can tell where your high spots are and your low spots are, so you end up with a lopsided looking filling. There's that. Now let's do a layer of crackers. Lay a layer of crackers flat for me. Start over here on the edge, right here. Go all the way around flat.
Oh, can we not use
You can still put it in there. It'll be covered up. Nobody will see it. It don't matter which way they're facing on this layer. Now, I like to overlap these crackers, because to me, the best part about banana pudding is when it's set in the fridge all day or even overnight, and these crackers have just absorbed all this, and they still have a little bit of crunch in the middle of the crackers. So I'll layer them a little bit and let them kind of overlap a little bit on these layers, because I do not mind. You cannot have too much Nilla wafer in a banana pudding. Matter of fact, I would make it with all Nilla wafers if my mom would let me when I was a kid. Not that way anymore, because I really do love my bananas. But when I was a kid, I couldn't care less about the bananas. Back to our little cheapo piping bag.
Can I do it?
Let's not do it. Whoa, 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 whoa. You did it. Can't say whoa fast enough over here. I'm gonna get real handy at smoothing these layers out. The idea with the piping bag is to not have to smooth as many layers out, but oh, that'll work. Okay, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna do more bananas.
So we just do crackers and then
Okay,
bananas?
these bananas we're gonna stand up right here.
Okay.
So let's stand them up. We're gonna stick them to the edge, just like this. First, we're gonna stand up all the way around the edge. If you have a bit of an unripened banana, this is where you put that one. And if you seal it really good with the pudding around it, it seems that it doesn't brown as fast. But it's not brown
We
proof.
need more bananas.
We're gonna make more bananas. Lay that one back down anyways, and let's slide this one in here. We wanna make sure that we're really getting close there. We wanna make an even layer. That's okay.
A
There
little
we
bit.
go. Okay. Now we'll lay some of these around down in here. Hold on. Let me do this layer, Jaden. I appreciate your help, but we're gonna do this one real quick with Dad.
I will do it really quick.
Yeah, you will.
Don't do that, or it's gonna bust and fall.
Don't do that, Jaden. Your sister's telling you. She don't want it to bust and fall and her not get any food. She'll be very sad.
I'm gonna say before anyone eats.
Like that. No.
Shove my whole face into it.
No, I'm gonna put my whole face in it because I made it.
Wait, I'm wrong.
No, I'm gonna do it because I made it.
No, it goes Bradley, Casey, Chloe, Jade, and Lily.
But so we don't
And
be
they
no more cream.
So they're big.
Do you have any crackers left? Cracker time.
Cracker time, cracker time. Chicken.
Okay, real quick. No, let me squeeze this one. I learned my lesson last time. I'm just doing a really thin layer.
Okay, that is pretty, thin.
So you can do these layers as thick as thin or thin as you like. To me, banana pudding is more about the filling than the pudding. So I like to do super thin layers and just really coat them with flavor. Now, oh yeah, eat that. Layer of bananas. Actually, first, let's stand up another layer of crackers on the outside
We
here.
never did this like with the little.
Eat that whole cracker. Don't put it back down there. You might get confused about which one you have. Starting out as a kid, I can't think of anything more special than eating a dessert or anything that you made or helped make. I always felt like when I was a kid helping Mom in the kitchen that I made the whole meal myself. Whoa, that's enough. We're good. You can lay that one right in the middle if you want to. We're gonna lay bananas all the way around. Because it's really the banana's turn, but that just goes on the outside to make it look pretty. Now I gotta wash my hands. Okay, that was a good lick though. Bananas all the way around, real quick. Quick bananas. So I'm gonna do a really thin layer of this. Squeeze it. There you go. Good job. Okay, whoa. Go wash your hands real quick. That's good.
And sinking down the sea.
Now you can finish it like this, but I don't like to finish it like this. We're going to add a layer of whipped cream, and I'm going to finish it a little differently.
Can I finish it?
And I have to, well, let me, yeah, you can squeeze this last squeeze. Well, okay. That didn't go around much. We just went straight down. Okay, stop.
Sorry, Dad. I didn't. I want to breathe it all in the air. I want to breathe it everywhere.
Jaden, you have earned the most important right. You have earned the right to lick the spoon.
How
There
do
you
we
go.
the food?
So one of my favorite ways to finish a banana pudding, and you can just see, I feel like this looks so decorative, but it normally ends up a little bit cleaner with these pushed to the edges, but this one was a lot of fun. Anyways, one of my favorite ways to finish it is a little pop of color. Now, I like mint leaves, but unfortunately, we don't have any mint leaves because my mint plant died, but a strawberry, and I use this on a strawberry a lot. I will take a strawberry, and actually, let me move this so you can see it. Don't stick your fingers in there. And I will just slice it, little slices all the way down across the side, and then just push it, and it'll kind of open up and fan out. And it makes a nice little decorative look. It's great if you have some mint leaves to put at the top where the stem is. Again, no mint plant, she died. And then, another thing that I think looks really nice is a bit of a caramel drizzle and chessmen. I have the salted caramel chessmen because I think salted caramel adds so much to this. But I most commonly have used the butter, but I saw these this year, so we're gonna try them. You can also use like Lorna Doone or any other shortbread style cookie. You can even crumble just the Nilla Wafers on top like you have in the middle and put some Nilla Wafers up there. But I think this just is a little bit more elevated in my opinion. Don't know why, but I always thought these kind of cookies were fancy. So what I'll do is I will crumble these and I will just sprinkle this around, not too heavily. And before I did that, I should have put my caramel drizzle on, but oh well. Then a quick pour of some salted caramel and a drizzle. Chocolate if you like it.
Yes, I like chocolate. Mom, Dad, that is kind of pretty good.
So let's put our strawberry kind of in the middle, and you can put as many of these as you want in. And then let's put our little king and queen behind it. The chessmen, ding ding. They'll stand up nicely. And then we'll take a few of these crumbles and crumble it around. And there we have it. My family's favorite banana pudding in literally less than 30 minutes. Hey Jade, what's your favorite part of making banana pudding?
Making the crackers and the crackers and the bananas.
Oh yeah, standing the crackers up around the edges. You did very good at that. I was very surprised at how good you did. You know what my favorite part is?
What?
Eating it. You want to take a big scoop out?
Yeah.
Just stick this straight down the side. Ready? Real easy, right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what a big scoop. Now we'll pull that out. Dude. Oh, you can't eat it yet. You gotta wait till I get me a plate.
Ooh.
Lily, did you want a bite? Oh, I'm gonna hold you.
Now can I?
Is it as good as you thought it would be?
Yes.
Is it as good as the last time I made it? Oh,
Yeah,
I ate mine.
yours.
Yeah, did you get one?
Can I take my whole face in it?
No, you can't stick your whole face in it. I'm telling you, there's just something about banana pudding. It's creamy, it's cold, it feels perfect for sitting outside on a swing by itself, or after you've literally stuffed yourself so full of hot dogs and hamburgers that you can't eat another bite, and grandma pulls it out and you still just have to get a bowl of banana pudding. It's the quintessential spring and summer dessert. And I'm telling you right here, this is the easiest and I feel one of the prettiest you'll ever make. Next time you have an event, try this right here and I promise your whole family will thank me later.